Yeah. What's good, family? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Ruthless Roundtable. This is the Ruthless Valentine special. Okay. I got some co-hosts with me today. What up? What up? Say what's up. Happy Valentine's Day. What's going on, party people? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, family? It's your man, VACAY-J, and we are back once again to talk about one of your favorite shows, our favorite show. You know what it is. It's a Ruthless Valentine, family. You ever been to a Ruthless Valentine? Tika Deshawn, have you ever been to a Ruthless Valentine? You on mute, honey.
Never have I ever been to a Ruthless Valentine. What's good, everybody? What's good? Happy Valentine's Day to everyone.
Happy Love Day. What's good? What's going on? How we doing? A lot of love going on in the background over there. I see a lot of hearts going on.
Hey, love.
You know what I mean? That's a purple heart? Is that a purple heart?
We got ruthless hearts over here. So, we got to show that ruthless love.
Man, ruthless hearts, ruthless love. Man, oh man, welcome everybody to the Ruthless Roundtable. We are here to discuss the latest episode before the next one comes out, right? This is 14.
Yep.
And tonight, 15 is going to come out. What did you rate this episode 14, Tika?
I actually gave it an 8.5.
Wow.
I was looking for a little more excitement, but we did get a lot of, there was a lot to it. There was a lot of movement going on that compound.
Right.
I just wanted to see somebody get swung on 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
But I was feeling it.
Right, absolutely. Well, let's say what's up to the people that showed up. Absolutely, we definitely got to show love on this Ruthless Love Day. So what's going on, Queen? Hola, how you doing? Happy Valentine's Day to you. Valentine's, right? Valentine Day. Happy Valentine Day. Right?
Listen, I don't know if it's supposed to have an S or a not, but y'all know what we're talking about. Happy Valentine. Happy V-Day.
Happy V-Day. Happy V-Day. Hey, Daria, how you doing? Happy V-Day to you. Absolutely. Happy V-Day to everybody. We got Candy Love in the building. What's good? What's good? All right. Yeah. Okay, you supporting EJ. I see. Okay, that's right. Absolutely. Support the whole fam is in the building. Okay. We got Arthur. Itis? Is that I don't know.
Like arthritis.
Like arthritis? Is that
Yeah.
what's going on, fam? Thank you for coming
Yeah.
through. Hey, Erica Ingram, thank you for coming
Oh my
through.
God. Thank y'all for
Yes.
spending y'all Valentine Day with us.
Thank you. That's right. Thank you for hanging out with
Yes.
us and showing your love. Somebody else just showed up. Let's enter them into the Ruthless Valentine. EJ the TV Junkies in the building. What's good?
Hey y'all. Hey.
Hey EJ.
Happy Ruthless Valentine, EJ.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to y'all too. Ruthless Valentine.
There you go. Absolutely. So we're gonna get into it, fam. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with the Ruthless Roundtable. Again, we do this for y'all, family. We do this for y'all. This is the Ruthless Roundtable. We are the official #1 spot for your Ruthless exclusives. All right, Ruthless exclusives. That kind of goes, right? Ruthless exclusives. I love that. Love it. All right. EJ, what did you rate this episode 14?
I'll probably give it about an 8, 8.5.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay, 8.5, pretty good. Okay, 8.5, pretty good. Yeah. I'll give it around 8. I'll give it around a good 8. Good solid 8. And 15 is coming out tonight, so family, get ready. But we're going to talk about it today. We're going to go through some details. We're going to get some thoughts. We're going to get some reactions, and see how you guys feel about the episode as well. Definitely drop your thoughts and your comments below as we get into episode 14, fam. So I'm ready to talk about this thing right here because there's a lot of dialogue going on, right? A lot of dialogue going on. And that's cool because we get to find out what's really happening with the highest, with everybody. And it does start off with Daikon and the highest chat. Now, I wanted to find out, from both of you, what do you think they were talking about? Because they didn't really, just kind of like, they didn't really let us hear what they was talking about. What do you think they were talking about? I'm going to start with you, EJ. What do you think they were talking about? EJ, are you there?
My mic was off. My bad.
Oh, okay. What do you think they were talking about?
I don't know. Probably about this money, more than likely.
Right.
That's what I think.
Okay. Tika, feel the same?
I think they were finalizing their plan as to how they were going to move off of that compound. If you can recall, the last thing that Daikon was told was that the FBI had Andrew and that they basically are watching the compound. So they're, Daikon is just trying to convince the Hyatts to move the way that he thinks that they should move, which is by taking another vehicle, getting off the compound another way, so that the FBI thinks that the Hyatts is still on the compound. So I think that's what they were. Of course, they're talking about getting the money, but also finalizing their plans on how they were going to get off the compound to go get more money.
Right. Okay. So Ruth finally gets that bag off the ground, right? Because El Mama was being petty as hell, super petty, and she is here to bathe the Lois on his lowest ball sacks, right? She's here to absolutely bathe the royal baggage, okay? Okay. And here comes your boy River. Hey, I got the water you asked for, any way that he can get in there. And then he starts trying to chit chat with the highest, and Ruth just checks him. EJ, what did you think about this check? Was this necessary? Was it extra? We don't need the extra chit chat. What do you think about this whole reaction that Ruth had?
I think that she's further solidifying herself as to who she is when it comes to the highest. I mean, if we think about it, the only two people, the two people that she compete with are River and Daikon. You know what I'm saying? Per se. And she's just letting it be known. And I liked how she does this because it also shows the highest that she knows him in a sense. You know what I'm saying? That she gets him, that she understands him, because that's kind of how he was feeling. But, she just said it. I liked it.
Okay. Tika, you agree? You know, she's just like, yeah, we don't need the extra chit chat, man. Just pour the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she has secured her spot. I mean, I felt like he was extra, but then again, it's Ruth. She has to solidify her spot, not just with the soldiers or the visitors. She has to solidify her spot with River as well, because that's his. If it wasn't Ruth, it would be River. Like that would be his pick, his bay of choice. So yeah, she did what she needed to do. Ruth definitely is not going anywhere. She's gonna stick to the hip of the heights.
Right. Okay. So Tika, what's going on here? You know, what's the whispering about? What do you remember from this scene? And how's it gonna go? How's it gonna go?
Just the two of them talking about where the money is located and you know, about taking basically getting the money. It's more primarily just where it's located and what we're gonna do, how we're gonna take it, or whatever the case may be. And then the highest pulls up, and I'm like, dang, did he hear them? But for some reason, the highest never hears anything. He just thinks he knows what they're talking about, and he thinks they're gonna be honest enough to tell him what they were actually talking about.
Right. So EJ, she came up with an excuse, right? He's like, well, what were you whispering about, right? What were you whispering about? What did you think about, once again, she is the master liar. I mean, we can go with your girl Rock from Raising Canaan. All of them are mastered at making up stuff on the spot. What did you think about her excuse?
I thought it was great and it was so perfect. You know what I'm saying? I was telling him that he needs to learn to read the room. He needs to learn to read the room. When you're quiet, I was like, Ruth, I was falling out because I thought it was funny. I was like, girl, if you don't think quick on your feet,
right,
that's what you got to do at the Rock and Do She Camp. She was, I ain't gonna say she was meant to be there, but she definitely was built for it.
Well, Ruth was for the streets at some point in her life, right? So you got to do whatever you got to do to survive, right, Tika? I mean, you out there in the streets, you hustling, you doing what you need to do, trying to get this money. She was a bad bee on the streets, from what we remember, right? So
they call her ruthless for nothing.
Right. You know what I mean?
So she knows how to, like EJ says, think quickly on her feet. She knows how to play the game. She knows how to make the highest still feel like a man, feel like a king, feel like the god that he's supposed to be. And she's doing it well.
She's doing it well. So what happens next? EJ, do you remember the scene? What happens next in this scene right here where they have their little discussion?
Oh yeah, he's well, let me see. Let me think about all the conversation. Because I feel like this was when, so she's taking him a bath and this isn't when he was like, me. I think that was right before then, when he was like, I think you know me so well, yada yada yada. I can't remember the exact conversation because they had a lot of dialogue in this, but started out for me and I can finish it up though.
Yeah. Okay. So this is when they started talking about River, right? And she called him a gnat. And he didn't like that. Remember that?
Yeah. And he was like, I don't like that. And then she was like, but like in a good way. And I'm like, how the hell is a gnat a good thing? I hate gnats. Like, wait a minute. But once again, it's her and the way that she thinks quick on her feet. This is what she does. She knows how far to go. And when she saw that, that triggered, look, okay, I'm not going to trigger him. I'm going to go a different route. So I don't know. I like Ruth. Yeah. She my girl.
Yeah, so he was like, I don't like that, and then she was like, but in a good way, a gnat, like in a good way, like a little brother. He's like, oh yeah, okay. So she, once again, she's always flipping it, always on her feet, always just trying to make it, smooth it over, right, Tika, always trying to smooth it over, so he doesn't get mad at her at any given time, right? At any given time, she wants to stay in control, so. And I think she has won him over. What do you think? You think that she has total control of him at this point? What do you think?
I don't know if she has total control, but I know the royal Enos was definitely clean. She Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I
That's
don't
it.
know. I don't know. He's still, the Hyens don't trust everybody, and I still
Right.
don't think that she has gained his trust completely. She's
Right.
getting there. She's slowly but surely getting there. But for a person, you got to think about who the highest is. The highest has been abused. He's been through so much stuff. He's been in prison. Lord only knows what happened to him in prison.
Right.
So much he's gone through so much as a child. So to be able to trust somebody and have had a mindset such as his is very hard. He don't even trust Daikon. Like, he literally trusts no one on the compound. So I don't think she'll ever get 100%. She'll just get close enough to where she needs to backstab and then
Right.
move on.
Yeah, I think as far as percentage, as far as the trust that he has for her, I think it's around that 90%. I agree with you. It's around like she's rounding the bend, but she keeps asking about the kids. So that's what's kind of like making him hesitant because he really doesn't want to tell her, and he's not complete. If he was complete like 100, then she probably know where the kids are right now, right?
Right.
So EJ, let's talk about it. Daikon is asking your boys, what you call them? I forgot the names that you call them. What do you call these guys again?
Shoot, I don't know what I be calling them. I call them a lot of things.
You call them something twins.
Oh shoot, I can't remember.
It's okay. It's okay. But your boys, Lewis and George, they're talking to Daikon, right? And like, oh, hey, did they come back, right? So we waiting for who? Who are we waiting for to come back? We're waiting for Peter and Aaron.
Andrew and Peter.
Right. Andrew and Peter to come back, right?
I just realized they was from the Bible, Andrew. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Go ahead. Keep going. Tell us about this whole interaction right here from what you remember.
Oh man. Oh yeah. He's waiting on them to come back, and he's just like, look, let him know. And then that's when they break it down that, that Peter came back, and that, he tells him the story, and then Daikon get a little upset, but then he's like, he got a tracker on it. We can go get him, yada, 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 and then he's like, go get him. But then that fool accidentally calls him the highest. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, was that on purpose, or was that like like maybe in rehearsal, but maybe when they were shooting the scene, he accidentally said it and somehow it just got left in there. Like, I was really trying to figure it out. I was like, what in the world are we doing here?
Right. Right. Tika, when he said that, what'd you think? I was laughing too. I was like, he just did not call him the lowest,
I thought he was trying to kiss up to him. I thought he was trying to make him seem superior to everybody else, compared to everybody else. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just thought that he did that on purpose. He been kissing Daikon but even before he got put in the punishment trailer.
True.
So, I just thought it was another one of those moments to make Daikon feel high, the better than the highest, if you can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Just kind of like to make him be like, you know what? I follow you and do whatever you want me to do,
Right.
including the highest, but you come as a priority because you are like my first in command. So
Right.
I'm gonna call you the highest. He's like, I'm not the highest. I was like, damn, okay. So your boy Manny comes over, and I think he's thinking that, yo, they escaping? They're leaving right now. They leaving me? Because he was like, do you want me to go with him? He's like, nah. Stay here. I need you on high alert. Go eat. He's like, all right. So I think Manny really wanted to go with him just because he's like, I need to get out of here with them. So here we are in the kitchen with Eldamada. All right, Eldamada, she's in there. Tika, tell us about this whole scenario right here. Like, what's going down with the ladies in the kitchen?
Just the fact that Elder Mother Marva is trying to get Laura to drink the Kool-Aid. Like, girl, don't nobody want this stuff that you trying to put in. Like, Laura has awakened. She knows that something is not right. She is finally, somewhat clearer than she was the day before. And she's trying to, Elder Mother Marva is trying to get her mind back into that hazy state, because she looked into her eyes and saw that glare was kind of going away. So thankfully, Laura was smart enough to pour that solution into the sink. And of course, that's when Elder Mother, is letting Laura know that she's gonna go with Lacey to go do laundry. But I'm just glad Laura didn't drink the Kool-Aid this time around.
Right. I mean, I just, to be honest, like this scene was funny to me because EJ, like, I find it funny how Elder Mother conveniently just looked away as she's pouring the poison into the sink. You know what I mean? Like, what you think about this whole thing? Like, was it convenient? Was Tyler Perry just made it real convenient? Oh, let me just look away. I trust that you're going to drink this whole thing. What do you think, EJ?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. She looked away for a second. But Elder Mother is very, very, she's like that. You know what I'm saying? She'll be doing one thing and then she started talking to somebody else. So I was like, but it's kind of fitting of the character. That's something she would do. And then when she turns back around and says, oh, you drunk it out. And I'm thinking to myself, she didn't drink all that stuff that quick. Now, come on. Think about it. And did you not hear it go down? Like that's what I'm thinking to myself, but I get it.
Yeah. It's just convenient. It's like, okay, let's get the scene going. Like, yeah. And your girl Joan seeing what's going on. And of course, you got Zane in the back. She's like, oh, you drank the whole thing. Really? Like, come on, like, for real? Stop playing. But yes, Laura
Elder Mother's nosy, so she's gonna look around everywhere. She's nosy. She just wants to be in everybody's business. She wants to see what every single one of those women are doing when she, in actuality, should have been paying attention to what Laura was doing. But she got caught slipping.
That's it. But Laura knows what's going on. Zane knows what's going on. And Joan is like, we're going to the bank again. And Zane's like, really? Okay. Yeah, you guys go to the bank often. Yeah. They just talking. I like how they always just talking like, yes, it's a fine day in the Raku. And, this is a whole act that they put on just in case somebody's listening because everybody's always listening, right? And they always ear hustling. So let's go to the wash trailer. And she said, oh, you're doing great. I mean, when I first get to the scene, your girl Lacey is getting busy. Like she's like she's really into it. And EJ, what you think about, Lacey and the whole like really playing the role of just like, yes, Elder Mother, I'm gonna do whatever you want at this point, even though she's like, I hate this freaking BI, right?
Okay, exactly. No, but seriously, I thought the same thing when they first hit that scene. I said, dang, Lacey is really in here watching this stuff like conviction. Okay. But I mean, everybody knows that you got to play the game. Lacey knows she has to play the game. And like I always say, sometimes she go a little off the path when she get real fed up. But for the most part, she is trying. It's almost like, okay, I done this, got away. I done this, got away. Now I got to try to do it a little bit, play it a little bit longer. Because it feels like every time she goes out of character, I guess you would say, that's when it seems like she kind of gets caught up. So I feel like if she just stays in character and just plays this all the way through, my girl might just get away this time. So I love that scene. But what I'm really liking is Laura, to be honest. It's so funny to see the night and day of her as she now pretends the same way as everybody else. But I'm like, girl, it's too late. Like, you doing too much anyway. I don't even like Laura, so.
You don't like Laura, okay. She right here, she's about to freak out, right? She's about, my husband, oh, this is crazy. Because she's about to scream at the top of her lungs, right, Tika? Like she is about to freak out. Tell me about your reaction to this.
Yeah, she's about to freak out because Lacey just told her, that her someone she fell in love with on the compound, i.e. Oliver, was unalived and he was on top of her. The highest made them have sex and he unalived him while he was right on top of her. So she was just breaking it down to her like, this place is no joke. You do what you got to do to get off of this compound. And she tells Laura to, find her guard that she can kind of make him think that she likes him and do what you got to do, i.e. sleep with him to get off the compound. And maybe he'll, help you off the compound. So
that's
she's
wild.
filling her in on what needs to be done. she's filling her in. But my question is, later on, will Laura actually be able to implement what it is that Lacey is telling her to do?
Right, right. Shout out to my TV wife. I see you holding it down. You got to play the role. Keep playing the game, just like Teak said. Keep playing the game. I mean, I guess that's the play. Get with a guard, right? And then see what you can maneuver and see how you can get out. All right. All right, family. Listen, if you just joined us, this is the Ruthless Roundtable. We are covering Tyler Perry's Ruthless Season 4, Episode 14, family. And we're going through it, fam. We're breaking it down. Definitely drop your thoughts, your opinions, and everything. Hit that like button for us. And absolutely, if you would like your comment to be displayed, make sure you send us a super chat. It could be $1, it could be $2, it could be whatever you like. All right. All right, let's get into it. This was funny, EJ. This was hilarious to me because your man is still trying to figure out how did he get his sausage sliced up by Zane. So what was your reaction when you heard this whole conversation?
I was over it. I'm like, bruh, hopefully your thing is healed by now, or at least somewhat healed, because you was getting on my nerves. Like, it happened, okay? Like, it happened. Just let it go and leave River alone. The way he was like pushing him away and then wanting him to come back but want him to leave him alone. I'm just like, Manny, something ain't right with Manny, y'all. Manny is not working with a full dick, for real, for real.
Yeah. Yeah, we see he's become like really a box of rocks, right? Like he's just not the smartest guy. But I was wondering what River was saying here when he said, you know what, I do have some information to share with you. Do you think that he was going to share that there's a plan for them to get this money and to get out of there? What do you think, Tika? Do you think he was going to divulge that information, or what information do you think he was going to tell him?
I really don't think he was going to tell him anything. I think he was trying to get him to reveal something before so he can see what his thought process is. River could have told him anything. There's water in the lake over there. Like, he could have told him anything. But I don't think that River really had any true plans to reveal anything to Manny. And this is crazy to see Manny kind of unfold and really is like figuring that this ish ain't right, and like he really wants to go. And I was just thinking back to what you were saying about him trying to say, did he need to go with Lewis and George? And like, dang, yeah, just to think about it, yeah, Manny trying to get the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
But there's no gate, quote unquote, gate open for him right now to be able to just walk away.
Right.
I don't think River really cared. I know River don't care for Manny at all, simply because of everything that he put dang, I'm sorry, y'all. Everything he put Zane through, River could care less what happens to Manny. So he's gonna play the game, try to get information from him, and if there's nothing that Manny really wants to reveal, he's not gonna tell him anything anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you know, River was the one that gave her the pencil sharpener so she can use it to protect herself and to finally get rid of Scumbag Manny. That's his name. That's his official name. I think that's in the credits now. I don't know. What do you think? So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Desiree, community property. She gets a phone call. What was this phone call about? EJ, you remember this phone call? What was this about? You remember this?
I think that was when Jason was telling her. Jason is the dude that's out in the woods, you know, with the sniper gun looking at everything. I think he was telling her then that it looks like they were on the move. I don't know if this is the part where the car had left, because you remember they make the plan for the car to leave, and then they're going to leave on the bikes or whatever they called. And I think that's what he was just telling her, that they were moving. And she's like, you think that they are onto us? And he was like, I think so.
Right, right. Okay. I thought this was the conversation with the guy that was tailing the sheriff. But you might be right. You might be right. Okay, cool. Let's move on. You know, community properties in the building. Yeah, she's no longer my girl. So anyway, here we are. Lewis, George, do you remember the EJ, you remember the name that you gave him again?
I don't even know. You know, my stuff just be coming up. It just be popping off organically, bro. I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
It's probably gonna have to come back to me, like if I get real into it, and then both.
Got you. Okay, because it was a good name. I was like, okay, she may have said that in like a recap or something like that. It was something about the twins. I forgot the grimy twins or something. I don't know what it was. But they found Peter and they found the truck, right? So Tika, talk to me about this interaction with your boy. This is your guy right here. What did you think about his reaction to the twins and him just really like super nervous right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, he knows that he may be potentially unalived. He's scared itless. Uh, like he's just like, okay, just take me out now. Don't even want to go back to the compound.
Right.
And they finessed him anyway. They finessed him with that vehicle. He could have easily actually gotten away had they not rolled up on him and said, "Oh, go look for the truck." Because it has a tracker on it. Here's the thing to check the tracker. Like
Yeah.
they finessed him, but at this point, right then it was like fight or flight. Y'all gonna take me out either way. Let me fight it out, and whatever happens, happens. But I
Right.
hate that Peter has gotten himself into this predicament. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna see. He was the Punisher at one point. Now he's about to be punished. So
Right. Right. EJ, do you think that this little push off was really going to push him so far back that he can run all the way to town? Like, what was he thinking? What's your reaction to this right here? Them capturing him and breaking him down. Your boy Lewis is beating him down and holding on. What was your reaction to this?
I loved it. I love these two. They're like my favorite. And I don't know. I just thought that Peter was a little ambitious with this move. Like Tika said, they already done finessed him into going to look for the truck so that they could basically keep the getaway car. I mean, they got the keys and everything. So
Right.
I know Peter just doing the most. I don't know where he thought he was going. They darn sure wasn't going to let him go. I mean, that just wasn't going to happen.
Right.
And
Okay.
I don't know. I think maybe I can't remember exactly what twins they were, but it looked like they the finesse twins at this.
That's what you call them. There you go. There you go. There you go. I knew it would come back to you. I knew it would come back to you. So shout out to you. The finesse twins. That's right. The finesse twins. So yeah, you're right. You're right. They're finessing him. They're playing him. At the same time, they gotta keep their guard up. And we're gonna find out later what happens with Peter as well. But let's get to it. I want to get to the interaction between your girl Desiree and our boy Andrew. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I could tell you that I couldn't stop laughing. That's number one. Because what he did in that other episode, as far as saying, hey man, you sleeping with Malcolm, you sleeping with every subordinate that you have, da 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 da. Like I thought it was funny, but at the same time, you got this guy, Cal. Oh man, he is stinging. He don't want to talk about nothing. She's like, you're unprofessional. He's like, yeah, good one. Yeah, you telling me I'm unprofessional? Yeah, okay. I don't want to talk about none of this. Like, let's just handle this business. Let's just keep it going. Because, I mean, think about it. She is sleeping with him, right? So why wouldn't he believe Andrew when he says what he says? But here's Andrew right here. And, talk to me about this scene right here, Tika. Like, what are they trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish here? They got him locked up. They're not getting anything out of him. What does she think she's going to get out of him at this point? Because he knows the game. Like he really knows what they're going to ask him. He knows their every move because he's trained most of them on how to do this. What do you think?
right, yeah, there's nothing they can really actually get out of him. She's hoping that she can play on his sense of humanity. Like you're better than this. You were trained not to fall for what happens in cults, but how? And then she goes on to ask him, how could you? What did they do to convince you to fall for the shenanigans of the leader?
Right.
Um, again, she's just trying to play on his professionalism, his career, who he is, and he's like, man, F all that. Like, I'm not telling you nothing. You know who I am. Yes, I'm actually better than you at this. That's why I'm not giving you any information. But then he says something when she says or speaks to him about dragging the bodies into the house. And then I'm like, well, dang, maybe he got me questioning my eyesight. Like maybe it was a decoy maybe it was somebody else that actually took those remains in that particular building. You know what I mean? Like he got me. Andrew's so doggone good. He got me questioning my eyes. Like, bro, I see you. I know you see me see you on the video, but now you're saying it wasn't you. So
so now you
Andrew,
question it. EJ, you question it? You question, is Andrew fooling all of y'all, including Desiree? Or well, not really Desiree.
Listen, I rocks with my boy Andrew, so whatever he say goes. If he say it wasn't me, it wasn't him. Okay.
Do you believe that those pictures were doctored where it was like, yo, bro, we got pictures of you with the highest and all of this and that? And he was like, nah, man, those pictures were created or whatever. Yeah.
He got down with the highest. We know that happened.
Exactly. We know that happened. Right. But again, your man is like, listen, I know what you're going to say before you say it and all of this and that. Like, I like his confidence, his swag. And he's like, yo, again, your boy probably ghosted you. You want Malcolm, right? You want to go up there and see Malcolm, right? You want to go get him, right? Because he ghosted you, right? You got some and you got head over heels. He really keeps playing on her emotions or tries to. I mean, she's not breaking, right? But he continues to be like, you ain't nothing but an HOE, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who you are. But she's not flinching. She's not moving. But again, I think this is just a distraction. He has to get his superiors over her involved, right? I don't know what's going to happen. Like, what do you think is going to happen to Andrew at this point? How is he going to get away from all of this?
Mac. I think Mac comes back. I've been waiting on Mac to pop back up. I know that Mac is busy with trying to handle the other situation, but he also is the one person that that he was the one that was over the whole operation, the one who sent him in. He was the one, and we also know that he's also the one that's working for the opposite side. So I feel like if we get a situation where Mac actually gets there, because she says that that she talked to the superiors. I'm like, which superiors? Who? I mean, I know he got pulled off the case and whatnot, but Andrew still has a trust for him. But Andrew also knows that he works for the Rakadushi too at this point, because I want to say, who spilled the beans? I can't remember who spilled the beans, but somebody spilled the beans, whatever season it was. So I feel like if he can talk to Mac, somehow Mac is going to make this happen, that Andrew might be able to. I don't know if he's going to let him go, get away, but it's going to be something with Mac. That's what I think.
What you think, Tika? Because from what I remember, Desiree came and basically shoved Mac out of the way as far as being over the case. But I kind of think Andrew's talking about the person over Mac and Desiree. You know what I mean? You on mute, Tika. You on mute.
I'm just running my mouth over here. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, that was like my question though. Who is higher than Desiree? Because Desiree is supposed to be Mac's boss. So who else is there that's a part of this whole situation? And I think the person you were talking, I believe it was Daikon that said something about Mac being dirty to Andrew.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, EJ. But so who else is there? Are we about to be? I feel like we're going to be introduced to more players in this whole situation anyway. I don't know if anybody, just kind of going back a little bit on the Oval last night, they mentioned that they're supposed to be covering the Rakadushi. However, they're not really paying attention to what's going on the camp. They're really trying to shut down the president. So if y'all ain't really doing y'all job, what are y'all really doing? Like,
yeah, whoever runs the FBI, I think he's talking about them. Whoever is over all of them, and he wants his lawyer. So, we're going to have to take this to a higher level, because it seems like, because they got him all locked up and hemmed up. It's like, yo, I can't even trust y'all. Like, I need to get the higher ups who understand the full perspective of what's going on. So we'll see. We'll see. I know we're getting a little deep on the FBI side, but let's keep it moving. Your boys, the Finesse Twins, they bring back your boy Peter, right, on the four-wheelers like he's a hog, like he's a they hog tied him down, and your boy's coming back, and you know Daikon is like upset and the whole nine, and yeah, River's like, oh, he's telling Joan to go over there and try to stop him or stop them from doing whatever to his lover, right? And she's like, nah, I ain't getting involved in your man's business. Like, you go ahead over there, you go talk to him, right? So they bring him in, and what y'all think about this whole capturing and hogtied? And EJ, what you think about this whole scene right here?
Well, I think they playing the game. They are the Finesse Twins. This is what they do. They play the game. They bring him up in there like they're supposed to. But then, you know what they gonna try to flip it when it's all said and done. But they're making a statement. Daikon asked them to do something, so they did it. They did it the correct way, and I love how Peter tries to talk to River, and River's like, "Don't talk to me, swine." I said, right. Really, swine? That's what you came up with? It was so funny. But yeah.
Yeah. He really, I don't think River was expecting him to call his name. He called his name out for help. Like, River, like help me. It's like, oh, don't talk to me, son. You know what I'm saying? Remember you punched me in the woods? Remember? You know, because I didn't want to go with you, right, Tika? Like, I didn't want to go with you, man. You know, you came back, you messed up the plan. You basically messed up the plan because you lost the dude. You're supposed to come back with the dude. We're supposed to get in that car, go away with this money, and be out. But really, it's like the plan didn't go through anyway because Ruth didn't, drug up the highest, right? So what'd you think about this? What'd you think about this scene?
I mean, yeah, they pulled him in, they reared him in, just like they did Andrew on the back of that motorcycle or moped, the ATV, like hogs, or a deer out in the woods that they just called. That's how they wrap up everybody, bring them in. Him calling River's name was dangerous, but now of course Daikon is on the case. Like, why is he calling your name? Like, what do you have going on with him that he needs to, call out your name? Now, this is ammo for Daikon anyway. He wants a reason to shut down River. He wants a reason to get River replaced from his position that he has with the highest. So he's definitely going to probably go, and that'll probably be a part of the torture questions that Daikon does with Peter. He's gonna probably definitely ask, why are you calling River's name? Hopefully Peter is wise enough to say, oh, I was just calling his name, or I saw him there and that's why. But I don't know, he might sell River down the river for real. Like, I hate it for him.
EJ, you think he's gonna sell him down the river? I mean, why not? He doesn't have anything to save River for. Like, River basically kind of betrayed him, right? What do you think?
Well, River didn't betray him. It just, he the one who messed up. Like, he the one who lost him. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to try to come push the plan up. I got my own plan. I'm trying to get this money, and we supposed to leave at a certain time. So nah, bruh. Like, and I can't tell you about this because we ain't that cool. And it's good that he hasn't told him everything, because the right punishment can make the most strongest person just spill the beans, and if he knows anything, he can potentially mess up everything for everyone. But I think with our Finesse Twins actually letting him know, like, look, hey, just take the punishment, suck it up, and yada yada yada, without telling him too much, I think Peter gonna be all right. I don't think he gonna cave, but I think if they don't say that there was the potential that if he did know something, he could cave, but I don't think he's going to. I think he gonna be all right.
Well, when I say betray, I mean, like, again, Peter's like, you don't love me. That part, you know what I'm saying? The part where it's like, well, we were supposed to go away together. We supposed to, come on, let's go. And River's like, nah. So it's like he basically rejected his love, rejected all the plans and all this and that because the plan wasn't going through. So that's what I mean by like betray, like his love. Like, he realized, like, yo, you was just using me. You really didn't love me. That's what I was talking about. But okay, got you,
He
got you, got
didn't
you.
love him. He
Yeah,
was using him. I mean, at the end of the day, he really was. But I don't know
yeah,
how
yeah.
Peter came to that conclusion from just that one thing. That's what I never understood that. Because
Mm,
I'm like, just because I don't want to leave with you right now, like at this moment, I'm telling you I can't go. There has to be a reason why I can't go. You want to jump the gun because you effed
messed
up.
up.
You
Right,
know
you
what
messed
I'm saying?
up.
So that
Yep.
don't equate to betrayed. That's just how I just didn't understand that. I was like, Peter, you done lost your mind. You is not thinking straight right now.
Well, he wasn't. He wasn't because he messed up. He got beat down by Aaron or whatever to get away. And then it was just like, well, all right, well, we might as well do what we planned on doing from the beginning because we were on the low. So let's get up out of here. Like, for real, let's go. Nope, can't go. Bye. So the finesse twins, as you call them, Lewis, George, they on some like, yo, listen, we got a plan. Just get punished. Right? Don't worry about it. You ain't gonna die. You know, PA, I'm about to say PA. George told him, hey, listen, I was punished. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just act like you down, and then they'll let you go. And we got a plan to get up out of here. You know, Tika, do you think this plan is gonna go through? Do you think he's gonna act play the role and get through it and act like he's down? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think he will. I don't think he's strong enough to play the role.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the Punisher now becomes the punished. So it was all cool. He kind of struck me as one of those abusive men that can be hurtful to women, but when it's turned back on them, they become weak.
Mm,
So I don't know. I feel like he's gonna sing like a hoe or play the violin and go to telling everything.
mm-hmm.
Um, uh, I hate that he's in there with Malcolm, but I don't see it turning out good for Peter. I've seen a
Right,
lot of
right.
other clips that tells me that there's one thing that he is going to try to do. I'm not going to talk about that, but
Mm-hmm.
um, I don't know. They talking the good talk, but you can't trust the finesse twins because they took the doggone keys from him and got his vehicle. So
Right,
yeah, I don't know if you can trust him. I don't know.
right. So EJ, tell me about this right here. Malcolm and Peter. You think they're going to connect together to get up out of there? You think that Malcolm is really going to because Malcolm is like reaching for straws for anything to get up out of it. He's been in that like punishment trail like forever. What do you think about this whole scene?
And I was starting to feel bad for Malcolm for like a whole second. Malcolm told him, he said, he's still trying to use that whole he the government thing. I'm like, bruh, they don't like the government. Stop telling them you the FBI. They don't
Yeah.
like them. As soon as you say that you the FBI, you're the government. Oh, stop talking. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not the right words. Let's lose our words, Malcolm. Use our words. Use something else. Anything besides that. But I thought it was interesting. At some point, somebody gonna listen to Malcolm. It's just gonna take the right person. And like Tika said, if Peter feels like the finesse twins are playing him when he figures it out, because they are playing him. But if he figures it out at some point, I don't know. He might take Malcolm up. He desperate right now, and I don't put nothing past a desperate person. So you never know.
Absolutely.
Somebody gonna get to Malcolm though, because some kind of way I remember seeing somewhere where it looked like he was fighting his way out of there. So
Mm. Okay. Okay. So there is a possibility that he might get out. We don't know if it's going to be through Peter. You think Peter is? I don't know. I don't know, man. Like just like you said, it's like both of y'all said. Like Peter seems to be too weak at this point to really comply. So they might have to get him out of here. Who knows? Who knows? But what's up with this whole? Yeah, you got a razor under your foot. Like how is that gonna? How is that gonna help? Like
ugh,
yeah, you got a razor under your foot. So what? Like you guys are chained up. Like how's he gonna get out? Like
That part.
weird. He's just like I said. He's like real desperate for anything. Anything. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Your boy is just like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm
Yep.
out of
stop
here.
talking to me.
That's exactly what's on his mind. Like I might as well
Yeah.
start praying now because my life is about to be done.
Okay, let's talk about this right here. Joan, yo, what happened? He said my name. And she said, what she said? She said, in the left part of the cabinet, you know there's poison, so maybe you should feed them. So what is she trying to say, Tika? What is she trying to say to River?
You know exactly what she's trying to say. She's trying to say, take the fuck out for being rude. Like, do what you got to do, because if you don't take him out, he's going to start singing. He's going to start telling Daikon or whoever goes in to talk to him that you and he had a plan, and then you're gonna be in on the highest ish list, and you're gonna mess up my plan to get the money and get off the compound. So
right.
she telling, I mean, it sounds like I didn't know that Joan had this side to her though.
She got that dark side to her.
She went dark.
Yeah. You surprised, EJ, that she telling River to X out Peter like that?
I'm not surprised that Joan got a dark side at all. I always felt like she had a little dark side to her. So can't nobody be that doggone happy on a doggone on a, you know what I'm saying, on a cult, in a cult camp. Like she just too happy all the time. And it's always just so funny, you know, with her. I love their dialogue with each other, but I mean, to be honest, she gave him like some good advice, because we really don't know what River told Peter. He says that he hasn't told him anything, but but the little part that we do know that he knows is dangerous enough in itself. And if it's like Tika saying, he ain't strong enough to handle it, and he tells Daikon, this is gonna mess River up in the worst way. It's gonna mess up. Daikon is gonna be happy because he's gonna get to go back and tell the highest about how River was actually, you know, messing with somebody else on the camp. That's gonna be enough right there. Let alone that y'all was making plans to run away. Oh gosh.
Yeah, if he finds that out, it's crazy ammunition to really get River up out of there for real. I think the highest will take him out himself. If anything comes out like that, I think he'll take him out himself. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of the highest, it's time to go get some money, right? You know, everybody's thinking, oh, well, you know, June is like, where's the white car, right? It's like, nah, we going out on these four-wheelers. She's like, okay, I didn't know. This is really luxurious. Nah. So they're ready to go. Hopefully this plan goes through, right? You know, this is Daikon's plan. And again, like I was saying last episode, I was like, yo, wow, highest, why are you thinking about it? This is a pretty good plan. But we didn't know that the FBI had their sniper spying on them on the backside. You know what I mean? So like this is, as we wrap this up, I'm gonna just let it run. As we wrap this up, like this, I don't know how this is gonna play out. We already know that they stopped a white car. But the question is, and we can wrap this up now, the question is the highest in that car? I don't think so. But Tika, is the highest in the car at the very end when they're like, halt, stop the car. And we also find out that, you know, the car's stolen. So they're trying to just get that on the highest and get the ball rolling so they can get him up out of here. So do you think the highest is in that car?
Nah, I don't think that. I think that when Daikon received that phone call from Sheriff Conley and Conley told him do not get in that vehicle, they chose an alternate vehicle to get into. I don't know if that one black van is gonna come into play this time around, but yeah, and I even zoomed in on the road, the Ruthless, the Rakadushi Rolls Royce, and if there's nobody, it's like a one driver, one Rakadushi cult member looks like, and then on the opposite side there's nobody there, and then it also looks like that truck is so close up on it as if the truck is actually pushing it. But nah, the Heights and Daikon, they're not in there.
Right. That's what I'm thinking too. Real quick, sheriff's trying to find out who they're talking about. They're gonna go after. You know, it's like, and she lied. Oh, somebody from DC. Like they really know that he's down. They know some way somehow that this guy is down. EJ, you want to add something?
Nah, it was just a good scene. I don't think it's gonna happen. I did find it interesting that they don't know what Mac looks like, and I thought that was a very interesting piece of information to know, because I did wonder about that. So that was what I took from most of this. That was the biggest piece to me.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever probably been on the campus at all, or even close to it like this, right? So yeah, he's like, y'all don't want them to see my face, man. I'm out. I'm just gonna leave him here and let them find him at this little Hunter Lodge, right? So, and then the sheriff was like, "Oh, okay, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna, how did he find out? I guess he heard on the radio. I guess.
Yeah, he said there was chatter on the radio.
Yeah. So he heard on the radio. So, yeah, I don't think he's in there either. I think they just use one of those guys in the background to drive, and then they're probably gonna lock them up. Sacrifice themselves, lock them up for the stolen car, and they're not gonna get the highest at all. And that's where the black van is gonna come into play, right? So we're gonna see that in the upcoming episodes because they're probably gonna lock up, impound that white Rolls Royce because it's all stolen and the whole nine, but they're not gonna get anything on the highest, right? So again, overall, good informational setup episode. What do you guys think is going to happen tonight, right? Because we're gonna get that new episode tonight, right? What do you guys think is going to happen? What are your predictions as far as, that last scene is of the FBI rolling up on that Rolls Royce. What do you guys think? We'll start with you, EJ.
Yeah, so I definitely believe that someone else is going to be in the car and that they're going to take the fall for the highest. You got to sacrifice. That's what it's all about, So I don't think that the highest is going to get caught up in any type of way. And then I also think that this is probably going to be the episode where we're going to see our boy put on his track shoes again, Ron. He always getting away. I think he's going to, punch the thing out. But my biggest thing is where I still don't know just yet is where he's running to. I think Tika gave a little bit of insight that he might go to the police station this time. I'm not really sure, but I hope he does. But I hope that he actually gets away. I know we're not going to see him go anywhere, but I just think he's going to get away in this episode. You know how they do. It'll be the next episode before we see where he actually goes to.
Right. So this next episode, and let's roll off the Tika. This next episode, we're probably going to see Aaron kick himself out of the back, right? The trunk, right? He's going to kick that back seat down. And remember when we talked about it, I think when we did that final episode, we got those clips off of IG that they posted. And it showed a picture, just like you were talking about, EJ. It showed a picture of Aaron in the police station right next to Cal, right? So you think that's going to happen in this next episode, Tika?
I don't know if it's going to happen in the next episode. I kind of agree with EJ where she says that it's basically going to be an episode of Aaron escaping. I think those deer hunters, this is the moment where those deer hunters are going to pull up on him and be like, "What are you doing out here?" And maybe they'll take him to the sheriff's station. Maybe. I don't know quite yet. I just think that they're going to roll up on him and do a little questioning of him.
Right.
I want to see. I think Andrew might try to escape. They sent one of the weakest looking FBI agents to escort him to the bathroom and back to the cell. I don't know. I think Andrew might try to get up out of there, but just me.
Okay.
Ruthless prediction.
That's what we want, right? We would want that, right? So then we got Aaron, and so Andrew's gonna leave, right? And then Aaron's gonna come to the station, right? We'll see what happens. Okay. Let's wrap this thing up. EJ, what you got going on next on your channel?
See, today is Thursday, so there is no more Raising Canaan, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So honestly, just gonna be doing our All the Queens Men, our recaps, and then of course we'll have our live. Y'all already know it's a vibe over there at Club Eden, so definitely come and check us out. My girl Tika Deshawn and I, along with our friends, and then I'm gonna try to get some more stuff ready for next week. I'm gonna have to dig deep and do something different since we lost the television show. So we'll see. Just keep your notifications on.
All right. Tika Deshawn, what's going on next on the channel?
Okay, so about 10 o'clock tonight, you guys, I will be doing my recap on my Valentine wedding. Again, I keep talking about this. It stars Shakita Smith, who was in Wicked City as Jordan. It also stars Travis Cure, who portrays Bobby Baby on The Oval. and Jeff Logan from Double Cross. So I'll be doing my version of that my Valentine's wedding. I'm gonna give away a couple of things. So for those, y'all don't have to be by yourself tonight on Valentine's night. Y'all can just swing through All Things Ruthless, come kick it with your girl. I'm gonna give a couple of items away, and I just hope that you guys will tap in with me. And after that, y'all know we got Ruthless, more Ruthless, more Ruthless, more Ruthless. My oval recaps, as well as all the Queens Men Virtual Club Eating with my girl EJ, the TV Junkie, where club eating is absolutely a vibe.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So definitely look out for all of our recaps for Ruthless. Absolutely. We got the Raising Kanan Battle Royale coming up this coming Monday. So we're going to have your favorite YouTubers come through, see if they, really, really know Raising Kanan. We're going to see who is going to become the kingpin and the queenpin on the block, who runs the block this coming Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So look out for that. It's going down. And yeah, we got more Ruthless coming up. Who's up next to cover the live recap of Ruthless? Who's up next?
I think it's me. I'm next, and then
cool.
Tika.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So look out for that next week, same time, same bat place. All right, family. Again, we appreciate you all for coming through. Thank you for rocking with the Ruthless Roundtable. Again, we're gonna keep bringing it to you live. Appreciate all of y'all. Until next time, salute.
Peace.